relief for the California drought, and art against food waste. Those stories and more in USDA Week in Review. A potentially epic El Niño weather pattern is forming in the Pacific Ocean, and that could mean very good news and lots of rain for drought-stricken California.
We're in somewhat uncharted territory with this El Niño episode in that it has come on very strongly very early in the year. For California, I think at this point it still bodes well for drought relief, particularly across the southern half to two-thirds of the state.
Rippey says if this El Niño maintains, it could be a wet fall, winter, and spring for much of the nation.
We tend to see a very wet southern tier of the United States, stretching from southern and sometimes central California across the Four Corner states, through the southern plains, and along the Gulf Coast into Florida.
But the northern U.S. and Mid-South could be dry during that same time. By the way, Rippey says El Niño, meaning Christ child in Spanish, was given that name by South American fishermen because it often appeared around Christmas. Art against food waste. That's what's hanging in the hall leading to the cafeteria at USDA headquarters. The paintings by 6 to 14-year-olds are part of a United Nations contest to bring attention to food waste. USDA is exhibiting some of the best as part of its U.S. Food Waste Challenge.
We are challenging consumers, businesses, organizations, anyone across the U.S. food supply chain to do their part to reduce, recover, and recycle food loss and waste in this country.
The law says Americans waste 133 billion pounds of food every year, worth around $162 billion. For more information about the U.S. Food Waste Challenge, go to USDA.gov/OCE/food waste. And in this week's Photo of the Week, USDA Rural Development employees take a break after helping to repair the home of Susan Cullen in Big Rapids, Michigan. Cullen is blind and has struggled to keep up her home, so some RD employees helped her out. For more on the story, check out the USDA blog post, The Spirit of Volunteerism, Alive with Michigan RD Staff. For more photos, go to the USDA Flickr site. That's all for USDA Week in Review. Follow, tweet, and stay informed at USDA.gov.